First person shooter mode. We turning your song to a
Who said we ain't Drake fans?
Who said we ain't Drake fans?
Who said we don't love Drizzy?
This is Everyday Hip Hop. Thank you guys for joining us. We just gonna rock out for a bit.
Not the 3, not the 2 on the UNO.
Hey, hey.
Numero UNO. Me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl. Man, this shit done it big as the big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what?
Yes.
Girl, what headphones do you have on? We're here joined with, like Cayman said, my sister, one of the most talented singers. Give the people a taste.
I'm a grinder.
Oh.
Wow, that was some brother-sister
I'm a grinder.
synchronization right there. Okay.
We finna get into it. It's a music day.
Why I played that record in the beginning. Big as the Super Bowl, Kendrick Lamar will be performing at the Super Bowl in February 2025.
New Orleans.
NOLA in New Orleans. So
what Super Bowl is that? Super Bowl what? It's like LIX?
I don't have no idea what Super Bowl we on.
Like
I literally have no idea what Super Bowl we're on. But Xavier, initial thoughts. What did you think about hearing that Kendrick Lamar is going to be the Super Bowl halftime performer?
The script is starting to sound like well, this is starting to sound like a script now is what I mean to say, because I would say it's really unexpected, but with the trajectory and the amount of presence he's had this year, it only seems fitting that they have him open up for the Super Bowl, for the halftime show. I mean, we talked about it earlier this year, and I did mention, I was like, I would love if they had Lil Wayne be the performer for the Super Bowl, but I didn't think that would. I never really actually saw that happening, especially since that being his hometown, his stomping ground. But I'm still very excited seeing Kendrick go out there. We can talk a little bit more about how we think, what direction he might go with the performance.
Right.
But overall, very excited. We get the West Coast back. You know, we had our Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent moment as well. But now we get the West Coast back as well. So West Coast really been on top this year, and this is how we're going to end it. Starting off the next year.
Right. Like you said, this is flawlessly executed. Another great move by the Kendrick Lamar team, and this is a testament to him moving in silence, and a testament to you not seeing this in this day and age. You got Drake on the other hand, that can't get off Instagram stories, that always has to be in the limelight and the spotlight, that wants to continue to flood the market with an influx of his content. Now we have this 100 gigs, keeps dropping and dropping and dropping, and I understand, like, you did a lot. You were an artist that had great moments and was great in this, but what are you doing now at 37? We've not seen a maturation process.
Right.
So for Kendrick to be like, sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas, and you only do precise things. Like, I'm going to link the picture in there when it's just him tweeting out Euphoria, him tweeting out 616 in LA, him tweeting out Meet the Grams, him tweeting out Not Like Us. That's all I'm doing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not out here on Twitter talking to academics. I'm not doing none of that. I'm moving in silence, and I'm still as impactful as ever. So let me play a little bit of this clip that he released.
Drake and Kendrick are definitely moving completely different after the beef. I haven't really, like you mentioned, haven't heard anything from Kendrick. Even during the beef, he was only really posting his music. I did hear a little bit from Absol and Daylight on Twitter today, kind of speculating that there might be more to come. So really excited about what is to come in the future.
Right, let's see what he's talking about in this clip right quick.
There you go. Give me one more. Ah. Come on. 2 more. Just like that. You ready? Exactly. What the deal, everybody? My name Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up?
Super Bowl 59.
I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it.
No round twos.
Boom!
I feel like y'all gotta go.
That's what I said. I said we just got to be in the city.
I won't want
I
you to
feel
miss
like
it.
y'all gotta be there.
We just got to be in the city and go to NOLA. just
Skylar,
go-
what did you think about what do you think about Kendrick Lamar performing at Super
I
Bowl
think he
59?
deserves it. He's
Okay.
been. I feel like he's always had his flowers, but now he's getting his motherfucking flowers.
Roses right now. He's
Roses.
getting his roses.
right. 'Cause this is
Dandelions,
big.
daffodils, all of it.
This is big. We don't too often see a artist receive this type of recognition while they're still very much in the midst of their career. This is usually something more reserved for artists that are going into their prime or coming out of retirement, so to speak. I would say like when we
Beyonce?
had. Well, she didn't really get her full performance.
She may be the
was-
exception to getting that acclaim while she's still doing what she's doing. Would y'all still say that Beyonce's in her prime years, or would y'all say she's an older act?
She's
been
an
in her prime.
I would
I
say
think she's
an
still in her
older
prime.
act.
She's
I'll say
been.
she's an older act, but I don't
don't
think
listen to Beyonce,
by
though.
claiming I don't think by saying Beyonce is an older act takes anything away from her music. She's still performing at an incredibly high level.
No, that's what
I
I'm
still think
saying.
she's
I don't
a
even listen to
considered older
Beyonce,
act.
but I just know that she still has that impact,
Right.
like the whole Queen Bee and all that. And I'm like, she's always gonna be. But I still listen to all of like her old shit and stuff. But I don't listen to like her new stuff.
New stuff.
Like
So I'm
that.
like,
But I hear it because I'm still hearing. I don't even listen to it, but I still hear it. So that's still how much of an impact she still has on literally everybody from what the late '90s, early 2000s when
Right.
she came out.
and even that is a good testament to it if we say that Beyonce performed when she was still in like a peak of her career, and another artist to do that is Kendrick Lamar as well. So it just kind of shows the status that Kendrick is truly deserving of, like that GOAT status.
And it kind of is like he came out of ghost mode, and
Right.
he's at this level now.
Right.
And it's just like he's already been there. So that's why I'm like,
He's finally getting his
Congratulations.
So
flowers,
for all the
He
people that
deserves
said,
that.
for all the people that said Kendrick is now relevant, look at all he's done in just 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Came out of nowhere.
who else
gave
is
us-
doing that? Drake ain't.
Drake ain't.
But look what he really did in the span that. Like when Kendrick came outside and hit and
Or
hit the
is
streets
Drake?
with
Because Drake
Euphoria.
has a huge fan base too.
He has a huge fan base, but what is the
Is
last?
his music really like Kendrick's?
Right. What's
No.
the last top
That's
3
true.
song that Drake released? Besides, it was the one with Sexy Red and SZA.
Oh
Was
my
the last
God,
time
that
Drake had
Baby
a
Daddy.
song on top 3?
Rich Baby Daddy, yeah.
Rich Baby Daddy is the last song that chopped.
And then
First
the
Person
other
Shooter
one,
was the
you
number
my
one,
every,
too.
and then you my everything with Drake. Babe, I love you.
Oh, the Sexy Red record.
I'm sorry, it was so cringy.
I
in
do
that.
like that song though.
That song
Well,
is so good.
I do like that song. I can't even
I
lie.
like it too. But Drake's part I cut off
I do cut that part off as well.
because he's like, I can't even say the line. It's just so cringy. I'm like, Drake, you're like 30 what?
37.
37 and you still singing lines like that? You're literally having people write it for you. I'm sorry, but actually you probably writing that.
She's that freaky ass nigga.
No,
Right.
like,
Oh
you
my
probably
God.
Right.
Right.
So let me ask y'all this. Is the Kendrick Lamar album coming before this Super Bowl halftime performance, and he'll give us new bops to be on that stage with like the West Coast hits, or is it gonna come after? Because we know that after the Super Bowl, whoever performs, their streams go up tremendously. So
Right.
it'd be great to have a album come out right after you perform at the Super Bowl with the Grammys a week before that.
Right, and Usher did something very similar to that as well.
True.
That's a lot of publicity. There's gonna be a lot of eyes on you, and we know Kendrick has been gearing up for an album release, and now that he has been signed as the performer for the Super Bowl, I think because I wasn't expecting him to drop the album this year. I was expecting more next year. So I think dropping the album after your Super Bowl performance would be like just the perfect way to do a third
He's
victory
gonna stay
lap.
at that. He's gonna.
You think he's
Stay
gonna do
up?
it after too?
I feel like he's gonna do it after.
Yeah, he's gonna do it
Okay.
after for sure.
That would probably be the best strategic move. Maybe drop one more single that's out of here.
Right.
I feel like any regular rapper or whatever would do it before just to get the people hype.
Yeah,
Right.
get people
But
hyped for it, but he
I
don't
just
need
feel
it.
like he's been in the woodworks for this long, and then I feel like people are it's still gonna be just as hype if he does it next year.
Right.
And I feel like it's more smart to do it that
And
way.
if he
Right.
does drop another song before the Super Bowl, I have been hearing a lot of speculation that him and Playboy Cardi have a song coming.
I'm sorry, but I do not like Playboy.
Okay.
Me
you
either.
don't like, you don't
so
like
I'm right.
I'm
I'm on that
sorry.
train too.
Cayman
Hey, that
thinks Playboy,
song that he
Cayman thinks
had-
Playboy Cardi is overrated.
Definitely.
The Carnival song with Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign, his part in that's actually my favorite part in the song.
Okay.
He has some good songs, but I'm just like I don't be like, ooh, Playboy Cardi, I'm gonna.
Is he overrated underrated, or rated
I
just
feel
fine?
like he's overrated with the white people.
1000%.
He has a big
And Fox.
white crowd. Not saying
does.
there's nothing wrong with that. Do your thing. If you like Playboy Cardi,
Cayman, is Playboy Cardi overrated, underrated, or rated just fine?
He's literally overrated. But that's what is this new. You guys are so funny.
He's a father
You
to a
guys-
lot of these kids. He's the father to a lot of these kids.
We're breaking the third wall, guys.
You can't deny.
We're breaking the third wall, guys. We got dogs out here barking. It's okay.
That just got to calm down.
right.
You know
That
she's
just gotta-
blind.
That just got. But it's okay. It's okay. But go ahead. Yeah, he's overrated. Bro.
Yeah,
He's
I
overrated.
mean, I would say he's rated just fine. He has contributed a lot to the progression of what the sound is now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I wouldn't say he's seen as like one of the best to ever do it. I feel like he just gets a lot of respect for his contributions. So I would say he's rated just fine.
Okay, so back to this Super Bowl halftime performance because we talked about this a little bit. 1, 2, 3, hey, they not like us. They not like us.
Hey.
They not like us. Hey,
You think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga?
Come on, man. Is Kendrick going to perform "They Not Like Us" at the Super Bowl halftime performance? Like,
I think he's petty
not.
enough to do it. Oh,
you go, because I hope he doesn't.
you say he.
I feel like I feel like he won't. But the fact when he did like that whole concert where all the rappers showed up from like Westside, literally everybody, he played it like 5 times.
Yeah.
Right.
And it
5,
bumped
6 times.
every
I wouldn't
time.
be surprised if he did, just to do it.
Right.
One time.
Right, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did play Not Like Us or perform Not
Maybe
Like
he
Us. But I hope he doesn't. I honestly hope this isn't a rendition of the Pop Out and Show niggas
It's
Kane and
not.
Friend tour.
It's not.
I hope he doesn't really pay too much credence to the beef. I don't want this, which is like a great opportunity. I don't want this to be centered around Drake. Like, I hope he just goes out there and showcases people that think that Not Like Us is his best song, that they're like,
Now, don't get me
Xavier
wrong, it's
got
good,
that
but
music.
we don't want that to
Hold on.
be like the only song
Right,
people
like,
are
I
stuck on.
agree with you guys on that, but like we've been in this thing for a long time, all of us, when it comes to TDE and when it comes to Kendrick Lamar and when it comes to the growth and maturation process. We know exactly who Kendrick Lamar is, and the real
Right.
fans know exactly who Kendrick Lamar is. Just because y'all think that Not Like Us is the best song that he's ever wrote and he
Which
can
is crazy
only
to say.
give you something that you can crip rock to, and Kendrick is this one-dimensional artist, just because y'all niggas think that don't really fucking know music, I'm talking to y'all right in the camera right now. Just because y'all don't know don't mean we understand his true artistry, who he truly is as an artist, and what
Right.
he does for the culture, moving the culture, what he does for albums, and how you construct albums. Top, all his albums are classics to me, in my opinion. So we already know what he does.
Arguably,
You're saying 3 out of 4.
I wouldn't say Mr. Morale is a classic. I wouldn't say Damn is a classic. So,
What?
Thank
You
you,
think Damn's a
Skylar. Come
classic?
on.
To Pimp a Butterfly is a classic.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn is
100%.
a classic. To,
Damn had so many good songs on there. What do you
it
mean?
did have so many good songs. It has classic songs, but I don't think, which is,
I think it is.
Duckworth, like I really do love a
Mr.
lot of the
Duckworth.
songs off of Damn, but I don't think I would say it's a classic album.
in the same analogy I used the other podcast,
Wait.
Damn is the equivalent of what Thriller was to Michael Jackson. That is the peak Kendrick Lamar album, the most highest selling, the best selling one. This one might do more, but in this day and age, on how they track that is different than what they did in 2017. So I don't think it would sell more.
Right,
What
and
about
I
the song
get that.
Hold Up? I think it's Hold
That's
Up.
Section 80.
As a because I love TDE like because my brother put me on, so I've always listened to them, just Kendrick by itself or whatever. I think Section 80 is top of all the albums. That's my opinion. There's so many. Nobody is making an album like that. I'm sorry. I've never seen an artist come. It's crazy. I still listen to the album to this day.
Right.
I still do.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. We've known about him for a very long time. So for the people that are like, oh, let's show, we know what Kendrick Lamar, Day Free,
Yeah.
and that cap is going to do
sorry,
when it comes
they
to
not like us.
visuals.
Right,
When
it's
it
gonna be
comes to,
crazy.
it's going to be one of the top performances we've ever seen, and I'm gonna be in here the next podcast episode, and I'm gonna say this is one of the greatest performances of all time. I already know because I know what they put into this.
You think
I
it's
know
gonna be all
how
fun and
calculated it
games?
is, huh?
You think it's gonna be all like, oh, hee ha ha, fun and games? You already know what I want to see.
What?
I need to see
What?
Grammys 2016.
He's gonna put some subliminal stuff when it comes to. He's still gonna rock for us. I feel like he's gonna rock for us in front of 100 million people.
So
he
it's
will
for
rock
sure
black
that
people.
he's performed. Oh, he came
Oh
out
yeah,
and said it.
for
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I need him to go the Beyonce route with the visuals and the performance. I need him to use this as an opportunity to do more than just relitigate the battle with Drake, where everybody already knows what happened and won. We can, if you want to listen to Not Like Us, you can play it on your phone. But like,
He's gonna do the hook at least. That will bang, and you're gonna be dancing. I already know.
oh, of course,
We're
if
gonna
the
be
song-
watching the Super
If the song
Bowl.
comes on, I'm gonna dance. But
Xavier's gonna be loving Not Like Us coming on.
if he does anything from that, it better be A minor.
A minor.
That's the only bar as he's walking out. A minor as he's
Shut
walking out.
Or what if a Black Hippie They Not Like Us remix
Stop.
on stage?
Oh
Who
my god.
Is he bringing guests?
Of course I think he's bringing guests.
I think he bringing J-Rock. I think he bringing
I'm
Absol.
saying,
I
I
don't
think
know
he
if he's
bringing
gonna bring
all
them.
of
finally get a
Huh?
black hippie.
I don't know if he'll bring them.
You don't think we would get that black hippie
SZA.
reunion?
Like I feel like
He's
SZA
gonna bring
be
SZA.
there. I feel like
Right. He got to bring SZA.
who else is
I would love
Oh,
to
He
black
might
hippie.
bring
Q.
Rihanna.
Yeah, Schoolboy Q was
No,
already.
she ain't.
No,
She
she
ain't
ain't. She
performing.
was just
Rihanna.
there. She was just there.
Yeah, she ain't performing.
Sure
I
did.
think.
Correct.
I think, or he might just do it himself.
Beyonce might come out. You know why I say Beyonce might come out? Because there's been two different performances that Kendrick has came out for Beyonce. Kendrick came out on her tour for her, and Kendrick came out on the BET Awards in like 2018 to
Wait, I
perform their
remember
song
that one.
Freedom.
Okay.
So I feel like it's gonna like let's return the favor and bring Beyonce out. Why not bring Beyonce out? She's already gonna be there.
Facts. Okay, so you think he's bringing Beyonce out?
Mm-hmm.
I think he might bring out Wayne.
Okay,
You
and
think? Why?
I want to get to that Wayne topic. Let me ask you one quick question about the Jay-Z part in all this. Let me introduce the Wayne topic like that. There's a lot of discourse on Twitter right now. You know, the Drake stans are worse than Trump supporters in my opinion. When it comes to Twitter, they'll go all out for their GOAT.
Yeah, they sure will.
They tweeting Family Matters every single day like it was the best song ever they ever heard. But Jay-Z and Drake supposedly have this problem or a beef. So the only reason Kendrick got this was because of that. So what do you think about the Jay-Z plot and all of this and how people are like, oh, Jay-Z is just trying to take down Drake and he just doesn't want Drake to be on top and stuff like that?
I feel like that's just cope. That's just an easy way to cope with the fact that Kendrick has been moving tremendously well following this beef. He's only been putting out quality music. He's been giving back to his community, going to community colleges in LA, graduation. Now over here, coming out as the 59th Super Bowl. What do we get from Drake? We get Wagwan Delilah. We get the 100 gigs where there were a few notable songs on there, but overall Drake post beef has been very sporadic. Right. He's kind of just been doing whatever and hoping something sticks.
Skylar, Guangdong Delilah.
You didn't like Wagwan Delilah?
You didn't like that record, Skylar?
Oh my god.
I like it. I liked Wagwan Delilah if it was like just straight up just being like funny. Like if we're just like, is this like
It's
a
the
Weird
fact
Al
that he was
Yankovic?
dead ass
Right.
serious.
You know, yeah, it's the
I
fact
thought
that
it
that
was a
wasn't
joke
a-
at first.
Right.
It's the fact that that wasn't AI. I was like, oh, somebody got Drake's voice and is like making jokes. And
Right.
he's like, no, this is me.
So this is
Crazy.
And let me get the Jay-Z statement real quick because he had a statement about why he chose Kendrick Lamar because he is on the planning process of this whole Super Bowl
Right.
halftime. He has curated the last couple, probably the last 3, 4, 5 Super
Right.
Bowls.
Isn't
So
he-
he's been in
isn't
that
he
position
gave,
for a long time.
Gave Usher the call to let him know he was going to
Yep.
be performing as well.
He's the one that let the West Coast do what the West Coast needed to do in Inglewood at the halftime performance. One of my top ones. Dang.
You know, I just
Jay-Z's
think-
statement is here. Kendrick
Ooh.
Lamar is truly a once-in-a-generation artist and
yeah.
performer. His deep love for hip-hop and culture informs his artistic vision. He has an unparalleled ability to define and influence culture globally. Kendrick's work transcends music, and his impact will be felt for years to come, Jay-Z says in a statement.
And I honestly couldn't agree more with that statement. I just find it very surprising that we're getting a Kendrick Super Bowl performance this early. He's still in his early 30s. A lot more music to come. I'm hoping at least just starting off with his PG Lang, producing more music with Baby Keem. So there is a lot more to come in the future. But even with that, it is well deserving nonetheless. And we know TDE, they handle business. So the visuals and the production for this performance are going to be rivaling performances of Prince.
Right.
And I'll tell you that.
And Michael Jackson. Thank you very much.
Okay, you said that.
Oh, it's gonna be top of the top.
Okay, if that's not Michael Jackson.
Somebody retweeted like it's just blue skies for being Kendrick fans. You know, I'm just rolling down the street, and just happy because he's moved so effortlessly. He stepped on every single thing Drake has tried to do subtly in ways where it's like he did it like that.
Right.
Like Drake has had a tough year nonetheless, and we shall see.
He's had an embarrassing year.
Right.
Yeah, it has been a little bit embarrassing for Drake. And yeah, as a
he's
Kendrick
coming
fan,
off like he just doesn't mind. He was over there playing, Kendrick's diss and all of that.
bro, he has to
like,
mind.
BBL, not diss Drake's,
Metro
Drake's
Boomin.
diss. Metro
Yes.
Boomin.
That was
Yeah.
a hilarious moment right
He
there.
just trying to, he crying in his
Oh,
corner.
you know he's crying on this side. I was seeing memes on Twitter, and they were saying Drake gonna show up to the Super Bowl like Bane did in Batman.
Yeah, I saw that meme. I'm gonna put that meme in here.
Like, Drake is hot right now. I'm surprised he hasn't been posting memes on his Instagram story.
So technically, what people were anticipating, and you had mentioned this, maybe we would have saw Drake on stage before we saw Kendrick on stage. Now, what is the location of the Super Bowl, Xavier?
The location of the Super Bowl is New Orleans.
New Orleans. And what famous rapper, or maybe top 5 rapper to ever rap?
Top 5 rapper to ever rap.
From
number 1 rapper from New Orleans. Lil Wayne, a.k.a. Drake's mentor.
So maybe we would have saw a Young Money halftime performance. He would have brought Drake and Nicki out. It would have been great.
Maybe if that beef went a little differently, we would have.
This is what I'm going to say. Lil Wayne, to me, in my opinion, a top 3-4 rapper ever to grace a mic.
Not mad at that. How did it alive?
Right. Generational. All respect to Lil Wayne for who he is and who he was.
Wee.
Xavier, y'all need to stop this shit online.
Oh.
Lil Wayne is not supposed to be doing no performance.
What?
Everybody who goes to Lil Wayne's tour says he is not a good performer, number one. He doesn't like to pick track lists. He doesn't even want to perform songs that people want to hear him. He's an artist. He puts his Young Money artist in the middle of his sets and then gets mad when people boo. Lil Wayne is not a good performer, so I don't know why Twitter is all of a sudden acting like, oh, Lil Wayne was supposed to get this. This was supposed to be Lil Wayne's halftime performance. Y'all better stop. Lil Wayne cannot perform, and it's okay. When it comes to what we're going to see on that stage, what Kendrick and Dave Free will create, as far as a moment, the visuals and all that, the dancers over there two-stepping and everything, we would have never seen that in a Wayne performance. And that's no disrespect to somebody who's a top 3 rapper of all time. But y'all got to stop on Twitter.
I feel like that's blasphemous.
What?
I feel like that's blasphemous.
He's a horrible performer. This is a known fact. He is not a good performer.
All I need is him to stand on that stage with fire blowing in the air and him to swing his hair. I don't care about him dancing on stage. That is Lil Wayne.
Skylar, help me out.
We are in New Orleans. If we don't go out there and put on Fireman, what are we talking about?
I can't say nothing about Lil Wayne.
Why you can't say nothing about Lil Wayne?
Because I don't know too much about him. I just know that he tries to remember his lyrics. He's never written down
He's
any
not
lyrics.
a good performer, though. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm going to say. So take what you want with a grain of salt.
Oh,
but I think Young Money is good. but I think Lil Wayne's like old. But I feel like I could agree. Like
Right.
the
Young Money,
performing
though.
part. Yeah, but Young Money, yeah.
You
Like
wouldn't
Nicki
have loved to
Minaj.
see Tyga, Nicki Minaj,
So-
Lil Wayne, and Drake on stage. That would have been lit. I just dated
Tyga
myself.
does not need to be on no Super Bowl stage.
Okay, so now we're disrespecting
Tyga does not need to be on no
Xavier, you
Super
seen
Bowl
Lil Wayne in
stage.
concert when you were little. How was he?
Huh? I saw a little Bow Wow.
Oh,
Wrong Lil.
Wrong Lil.
I saw a little Bow Wow, and he was amazing.
So it
He
stands.
was
Lil
amazing.
Wayne can't fucking perform. I'm sorry, Xavier.
Bro,
If he-
a lot of people can't perform. A lot of rappers don't
and
perform.
you're supposed to be on the
If you
Super
don't
Bowl
go out-
halftime stage.
It's called dancers. Have people dance for you.
So you understand?
I would have been fine.
You understand that Kendrick Lamar, Duckworth, and
Uh-huh.
Dave Free
Yeah.
are actually like creating something for this Super Bowl. So
No, I get
it's
it.
in the hands of the artist. So if I'm Jay-Z and I'm going through my Rolodex of people that I'm going to call for this, I'm looking at Taylor Swift's number and I'm like, I still want to keep it hip hop. I still want to keep it culture.
Sure.
I still want to keep it what? But that's a good money maker and a good money grab. But I appreciate Jay-Z for keep pushing that back because I don't want to see the Taylor Swift halftime performance.
Absolutely. I would have. Absolutely not. Especially since it's gonna be the Chiefs in the Super Bowl anyway.
Right.
Like, that would have just been too much. OD.
OD.
But speaking of it,
Mhm.
you know who I really think and hope Kendrick might bring out in one aspect or another?
Who?
The Wayans brothers. You know, they are the reason why we even have Super Bowl performances in the first place. He really would pay homage to black culture, maybe bring them out, do a little skit, or just have them dance on stage or something. I just feel like Kendrick is just going to use this moment to just be like over the top.
1000%, and that's why he deserves it, and that's why Wayne can never grace a stage. I'm sorry. Maybe Drake will get one day.
What's with the Wayne hate right now?
It's not Wayne. Hey, he's a top 3 rapper ever. You just can't perform. I've heard so many people talk about his performances.
Go to
We've
a
seen it on
concert.
Twitter. I don't know if I can now, but I will try to go see him perform. But literally, they say it's like Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is one of my favorite artists ever. She's always late to her damn concerts.
Mm-hmm.
They get canceled half the damn time. She don't want to perform the songs like they were sung.
get
She
that.
gonna do Nothing Even Matters and gonna try to speed it up or something.
Facts.
Try to put a whole crazy remix on it.
But don't you like that about an artist? She's like,
No,
I don't want to give you
you're
something
so-
you already
you're too
know.
artsy.
I don't want to give
You're
you
too-
something you already know.
you're
Here's
too-
something new.
You're
Here's
too
something
artsy for
fresh.
your own good,
But,
bro.
so
like,
do you
damn.
think Kendrick will bring Wayne out in any aspect?
No.
I think he really will bring him out for like a song or two.
Why?
What do you mean? That's not only would that be like the biggest slap in the face for Drake that your op put on your mentor before you at the Super Bowl in
That's-
his own city.
But Wayne wouldn't do it.
Why not? Wayne was speaking during the beef.
Optics, Xavier.
What are the optics? I don't think Lil Wayne cares about optics. It's Lil Wayne. He don't need to do nothing. Don't need to say nothing. I feel like if given the opportunity, if Kendrick was like, Wayne, I want you to come out here and do 2 songs, there's no way with the Super Bowl being in New Orleans, Lil Wayne would say no.
You get on that stage, you're telling the world that you stand with Kendrick Lamar over Drake. That's what you're telling the world, Xavier. Yes or no? As
Yes.
somebody who brought Drake into the game.
Yeah.
This man had a #1 song calling Drake a certified lover boy, certified
Certified
pedophile.
pedophile.
Wah, da, fuck him up. Wah. I'ma do my stuff. So
Period.
you're going to now get on stage with him after you didn't put the dude on that he was talking about?
It'd be like that.
You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. But it's he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that.
I wouldn't be mad at it. And when I see Lil Wayne come out there, best believe I'm gonna be singing wee wee wee. I'm gonna be singing it too, like a cop.
So
I'm
if
gonna be
Wayne,
ready. I'm gonna be ready.
I'm weak.
I'm
If
gonna be
Wayne,
ready.
if Wayne does get 2 records, what 2 records are there?
I think he would go. Mrs. Officer,
Carter. Was it 4 or what is it called?
Carter 4.
Yeah.
The album. What song?
I'm gonna have to say Lollipop.
Lollipop. I wouldn't
That's
be
my
mad.
song. There is other ones on there though.
I feel like he would go with
But-
more of his melodic songs.
Like the one where he was gotta love,
Carter 3.
gotta
Carter 3.
love. That's like one of my top Lil Wayne songs.
Right.
How to Love.
Oh my gosh,
Love.
I like.
But he would.
The
would he do
music
that
video
at
was so dramatic,
that-
but it's so real.
would you do that at the Super Bowl?
Heck.
You guys got to remember, there's 12 minutes in the Super Bowl performance.
Right.
There's not that much time.
That's why I think he would do something that's more like has a notable part. I feel like
Well,
he
he's
would
not
do
doing that.
he would do Mrs. Officer, get that part off of there, and maybe like
The motto. What if
A
we
milli.
bring
yeah, maybe a milli and
Drake? A milli, no,
Mrs.
he
Officer.
hasn't yet.
A Millie and Mrs. Officer, I wouldn't be mad at that. You know, you think Drake? What if you think Kendrick would do it like Usher did and just do like a giant mashup of all of his songs within that 12 minutes, or do you think it's gonna be more centered around like a theme?
See, this is why I'm so intrigued, and I don't know what like they're gonna do. Kendrick did do all right. Kendrick did do a array and display of his songs 2 Super Bowls or 3 Super Bowls ago. That was a great performance, even though he only had 2 minutes or however
Right.
much time he had. So this is why I kind of feel like maybe an album might be coming before, because he might just want to give us new rockers to be really
Right.
just
Grammys is
going
coming
crazy. Grammys is coming before.
What's the cutoff for you to drop an album
That
and
is
it to be
true.
included in the Grammys? Because if he drops an album before the cutoff, wins a Grammy, then the next
Performs.
month performs at the Super Bowl, there's literally nothing you could ever say to this nigga. Ever. Shut up.
Right. Well, I mean, just really nothing you can ever say now. Lupe Fiasco and Earl Sweatshirt.
You want me to say it again?
Say it.
Because I think Earl Sweatshirt will out-rap Lupe Fiasco. I think if everybody got an Alchemist beat, if Kendrick got an Alchemist beat, if Lupe got an Alchemist beat, and Earl got an Alchemist beat, I think Earl Sweatshirt would come out on top. I think it would be a tough battle between Earl Sweatshirt and Kendrick Lamar.
I don't know if Earl. First of all, Earl's not in that shape.